And then when you start studying, when you do what they are telling you to draw within the lines, they put a star on your forehead. If you do like other kids are doing, you get a star on your forehead. If you don't do, they make you fail. That's how we're taught. The education system is done to us and is teaching us what to think and not how to think. And then that, what that does, it limits you. It used to be a good thing during the Stone Age because you lived in a cage and you survived by blending in. But ladies and gentlemen, in this era, you cannot survive if you blend in. You need to enjoy to be different.
That's right.
Wow.
But don't only be different. Let your difference be useful. Enjoy being different, but don't just stop at being different. Let your difference be useful. Because other people will be saying, no, I'm different. How do you function? No, I'm just different. So let's break. I didn't put the other slide. So the other thing that we find mainly from these Chinese movies, it's inner peace. And everyone was speaking here, try to speak about that. It's something that we all run away from. It's that sense of spirituality. I don't know who you pray, I don't know how you pray, but most of the things about your life that brings happiness and all that, it's when you are aligned to your Creator. Yeah. In these movies, mostly you'll see this guy trying to fight, beating up everyone, like this one. It's called Kung Fu Panda. When he goes, this guy is busy losing, and what he does, he goes like, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace. So most of us, we have a lot of inner peace issues that we don't sort out, but we want to take over the world. Until you are at peace with who you are and with yourself. Because to know who you are is to know whose you are. And when you have that connection between who you are and whose you are, you start to create magic. Because you understand that there's magic within you. You understand that the things that you need are within you. You start to understand that I'm able to move mountains. You start to understand that there's too much greatness in me. I'm designed to be the best. I'm engineered to be number one. I'm second to no one. Marianne puts it this way. He says, our biggest fear is not that we're inadequate, but our biggest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. It is not our darkness, but it's our light that threatens us. Because of ourselves, we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be powerful? But the question is, who are you not to be?
Yeah. Wow.
So you need to be able to have that connection. Deal with your spirituality. Whatever your spirituality is.
Yeah.
I think this is very, very imperative. And most of us run away from it. Because, like I said in the first slide, life will be tough. Sometimes you just need somewhere where you can be alone and say, okay, let me pray, let me talk to just someone, you know. Like other people like Bapedi mostly like, now but you need that sense of spirit, because if life gets tough, you become tougher.
Yeah.
But how do you become tougher? It's because sometimes you really need to have that connection. You have that connection. I mean, I've read a lot of books about life and motivation and that and that and that. And I realized that the missing element in most books is that sense of spirituality.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for me to come here and tell you that when things are tough, I do affirmations, of which I do affirmations. I even have a book and a CD which all of you must buy when you live here, which is very interesting. But other than that, I do a lot of prayer. And I know that's not the coolest thing a speaker would say. But spirituality is very imperative. You need to have that sense of spirituality. You need to have that sense of kneeling down and pray. You need to have that sense of believing in something higher than you are.
Wow.
A higher being. Whatever a higher being is to you, you need to have that sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting called. Can I preach like I feel it? Hi! Can I preach it? You know, like pastors do. As I finish, they preach for 30 minutes. As I come to an end, for another 30 minutes. As I conclude, for another 30 minutes. And I'm like, dude, just finish if you are finishing. If you are preaching, just preach.